Alright, hi everybody, is the Evil King of Anime Versus here, and I'm here to bring you the latest episode of So I Can't Play H, Episode 8. This one's called The Rival's Rage. Pretty much we are left off, and I want to bring this up. This show is actually going to be being aired now on Tuesdays because of, I guess they had like a lineup change or something, and they decided to do it this way instead of the other way. So yeah, this is going to be airing on Tuesdays instead of Fridays. I don't really mind it. But anyway, in this episode, what ends up happening is Lisara leaves while Ryosuke is sleeping. She doesn't tell him that she's leaving. So she just leaves. She goes with Iria to take care of the enemy. You know, the people that are after Ryosuke. Now, while this is going on, Cool, that's Lisara's little sister's name, decides to do something with Ryosuke. So she wants to, like, she basically gets in his bed and she wants to have sex with it. I'm like, oh my god. And he, and she's kissing him and everything, and he's like, no, it's not you, it's me, saying that, you know, he's not in it, he's not up for it because of, you know, what's going on, and he's not up for it. And she spills the beans about Lisara leaving and going to fight, going to fight those guys, and, basically, what happens is, he gets up and he's saying that he has the spirit now to go and help her, so to speak. Meanwhile, we have Mina. Now, Mina is going to she decides to jump to get out of the room that she's in, because she's like saying she doesn't want Ryosuke to get hurt. It's too dangerous for him, and she wants to get the hell out of there. That way, she won't be in danger anymore, and they can leave. Now, apparently, what also is happening is that Iria, she's got dastardly deeds planned for Lisara. Now, she's basically walking with her to the, to the army, and they meet up with the army, and Lisara's asking them for their help, so on and so forth. And they're saying, okay, Lisara-sama, we'll give you a diversion and we'll help you get there. And when they get there, there's this huge energy explosion. And basically what it was Mina falling out the window. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And she just screams, I love you, Ryosuke, and then her energy comes out of her, and it actually saves her life. Yeah, it saves her life. She actually falls on this lake, and she's in this ball of energy, and she's cradling on this lake. And when that happens, we get a scene with the guy who's in charge. And by the way, I still think, I know for a fact, the guy who's in charge of that organization that is after Ryosuke, that's his father. I'm sorry, it's his father. I have deep-seeking feeling it's his father. Now, moving right along, what ends up happening then is we get a scene with Lisara and Iria, and they're going through this tunnel that Iria was able to open a tunnel doorway thing, and they go in there, and Iria tells her where to go and everything, and so on and so forth, go in this direction. Little beknownst to Lisara, it's a trap. Sound like Admiral Akbar. It's a trap! It's a trap! So she goes into the room, and there's a bunch of enemies there, and the door locks, and we see Iria, and it's like, come on. And then after that scene, we go into Ryosuke. Ryosuke, apparently, Ryosuke, he is leaving with, Kyul, thinking, oh, I'm going to go save Lisara. Well, apparently Lisara's mother has other plans. As you see that pic of her with her steam coming out of her mouth. Um, she doesn't want him to leave because she basically spills the beans of why, she left without telling him and everything, and then they're after you, and you should stay here. There's no reason for you to leave, and so on and so forth. Um, and at some point, she's like holding on to him, and his head's on her boobs, and she's like absorbing his energy and stuff. And he's just like, getting really drowsy, and he's almost fainting. And then we have an interesting scene where we have two different characters saying the same word at the same time. Aria says, but, and Ryosuke says, but, and it seems like they're insinuating that they're not going to follow this way. The Aria is not going to just stand by and just do it this way and have Lisara die like this. And Lisara's basically getting her ass whooped by these creatures that are in that room. And what was suggested is that the person who wanted Aria to do this, they wanted her to do this to void the contract between Lisara and Ryosuke. But at the same time, so basically Aria goes back to help her, and then Ryosuke says no. He pushes away from Lisara's mother and says, no, I'm going to go and I'm going to help Lisara, help protect her, because I have the Graham Glam sword, and I'm going to use it to protect her and everything else. And he has this burst of energy coming out of his chest. He actually pulls out the sword, and this burst of energy comes out of his chest and everything. And it was just like, wow, just amazing. As if we all know about that sword is that Ryosuke's mother had that sword implanted in her by Ryosuke's father. So you get what I'm getting at when I say that, yeah. So what ends on happening is Ryosuke, he goes with Kyul on this thing to go save Mina at that point. And then, and then Ryosuke, Lisara's mother's saying, like, oh, I guess I'll have to have faith in him, that he will, Kind of a weird woman. She's very mysterious, Lisara's mother. Like, let's just put it this way. I guess you could say she's a MILF. I didn't want to say that on YouTube. Oh, man, a MILF. MILF. You know what that stands for, so yeah. But anyway, that's basically what happened, and it seems like this is how it's going to go. They're going to now go save, Mina. Now, I think we're going to get a confrontation between Ryosuke and his father next week. This should be interesting. I mean, this series was very ichy, very perverted. You know the story with these kinds of series. But it seems like it had some intrigue. I want to say it had some intrigue. It had some very intriguing things happening to it with what was going on. And yeah, it was I just liked the way things went down. It was very interesting. And we will see where we go from here. When going from here, what will transpire with this show. Now, this was episode 8, so you bet your ass we're going to get a shitload of episodes coming down the line here. So, yeah, give or take. As far as rating goes, I'm going to give this one a 4. I think it's a 4 out of 5. It was damn pretty good. A lot of these episodes of these different series are doing pretty well. So, yeah, there's no reason to complain. But, I'll just say this one last thing. Sarah's mom. She's got it going on. Yes, that's right. I stole a song clip. I stole a little saying from that song, Stacy's mom. So you just basically say, LISARA'S mom has got it going on. Yeah, but that's all I got for you guys. We will see next week. It should be interesting with now that Now that Ryosuke was able to take the sword out of his chest and everything, this should be pretty boss. This has been the Evil King of Anime versus... I know this is very itchy, but guys, gotta give it a chance. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. It's a very good show. So yeah, I will catch you guys later.